Alrighty, hello guys, welcome your faces back to another video on my channel. Today we are back with this thing right here. This is our tiny submarine. Now don't worry, it isn't going to end up looking just like this, and it's going to be a little bit more stable than this, because today we're going to add some more stabilizers. We're also going to add some more ways of turning this thing, and possibly a little bit of paint, because honestly, it's going to need some. We're also going to have to add an engine to this thing at some point, and some sort of weapon. Now I have an idea in my head as to what that weapon's going to be, but it probably won't be added today. Anyway, let's get to building. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and go straight to control surfaces. We're going to have these be the opposite of what is at the back. And we're going to actually have two tiny ones, just like this. In fact, it'd be kind of nice if they were inside. I'd like the idea, I'd like it if they were in here. So what I'm going to do is do this and this. I'm going to delete this guy and this guy, and that one. I'm going to shove this under here like that. I'm going to do the same right here with this one. And I'm going to add some control surfaces to there, like this. Okay, we're then obviously going to control those control surfaces with these guys. There we go. And that seems pretty good to me. So now when it's in the water, it actually sits relatively stable because we've got those at the front as well as this one at the back. Yes, it's a lot more stable than it was already, which is great. So let's go ahead and jump in. I actually want to try and test it again. I don't know if you guys seen the test last time, but let's see what happens this time. Alright, so power it up, just like so. Try and dive it down. Diving down's a little bit difficult to do, unfortunately. Whoa. Alright, hang on. Dive. There we go. Oh! Balls. Alright, well it will dive, which is quite nice. And that's awesome. I think the next thing that I want to do is actually give it a little bit of paint. Not like a full paint job, but just like a little bit. So let's go to some sort of wood color. I guess I'm going to go with like this one. Oh, that looks good. Let's go ahead and paint these. All of the interior bits, that's all good. Let's paint this piece just like so. And I might even do whatever's going on in here. Although this is about to change. So yeah, we got like a wood sort of colored deck. That seems pretty nice. We're then going to move on and we're going to get some sort of gray. I want it to be like a dark-ish gray, kind of like this. And I'm just going to jug the entire outside. In fact, actually, just replace the color with that. Yeah, that looks nice. From there, I think I'll give it a little bit of green, sort of like this, in some random places. So far, that looks quite nice. I'm going to do this piece. I'm actually going to go around the top edge, like this. That guy and this. There we go. These guys are going to be green as well. And that is looking pretty good to me. I don't know whether I'll merge all of this to the green as well. I might just do this sort of thing and maybe a little bit of this. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's go with that for now. That looks pretty cool. We're also going to do this guy, and I think that will be it. Maybe the underside too. Like, all the way around the bottom? Sure, why not? There we go. Including all of this piece as well. And that, there we go. And I guess the back end too, because we kind of need it all to be the same. Yes. So now when we spawn it in, that is what it looks like. A little bit strange. I might add a little bit more detail to the sides, but other than that, I think it looks pretty cool. Okay, I'm actually going to go ahead and paint this guy like that, these guys like this as well, and possibly this bit around the top edge in this sort of color too. Yeah, just a bit of separation's pretty cool. We're then going to go back to this guy. I'm going to slightly change the color of it, and I'm going to start adding some sort of lines around the sides. So from there, from here, and from here, as well as from this guy as well. There we go. A few little different colored lines. Yeah, why not? Oh, I'm also going to put one here as well, and I might actually just paint this bit in that color too, just because I can, as well as this. There we go. So now when we spawn it in, it looks weird. I don't know. We need to add more detail to it somehow. It looks okay. It doesn't look perfect though. Okay, the next thing that I want to do is make sure that this cannot actually travel very fast at all. So we're going to go ahead and put a clamp onto the motor. In fact, actually, this motor's too much. We're just going to go with a pipe. We're going to add two tiny motors, two of the little tiny ones, and that should propel us fast enough. So a small motor right there, a small motor right here. If we connect those two, realistically they should be on up and down. So let's go ahead and do that. And then W and S is going to go to these guys and these guys. Okay, now it should work much better. Because it's going to be slower, which is kind of what I wanted. Let's go ahead and attach those guys to there. We're going to do these guys as well. And off we go. Okay, not sure this is going to work quite as well as I want it to, but let's try. So, yeah, see, the powering is okay as long as it actually propels us under. Oh, this is like a perfect speed. No, this is actually like a perfect speed. That's ridiculous. Oh, that is awesome. Yes! So as soon as we got ballast tanks inside of this thing, that is going to be great. Yeah, and we don't tip over like crazy when we use our rudder now. Because we got the stability at the front, and because we are no longer going super fast. That's amazing. So, I do think we need some sort of lights on this thing. That is going to be somewhat important, and I want to decorate it a little bit more. Clearly, I actually want to add a ballast tank into this thing and a generator engine, but let's work on making it look a little bit nicer first. Okay, first things first, let's go ahead and grab ourselves one of these guys, just like this, and add a end segment to the top of it, just like that. There we go. That makes it look a hell of a lot better, really, really easily, actually. I think I want to do this, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's go ahead and add some ropes around the outsides and just see what that looks like. It might look a little bit strange with these ones going over the deck, but maybe not at the same time? Let's just see. Yeah, we'll keep them. Well, we will keep them. Maybe not the front ones. Maybe we will. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, next things next. Sure, let's go with that. I'm going to delete all of those guys right there. I'm going to grab a pipe in the color of the main vehicle. It is going to be a straight pipe enclosed, and I am actually just going to shove it in here from there up to the top like that. Obviously, I'm going to paint it in the colors that it needs to be in, just like this. And then I think I'm just going to add a pipe directly onto the top of this. 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe? And then I'm going to add an air thingamabobby onto the top of there. So it could be like an air ram. In fact, it will be an air ram pointing backwards. I'm also going to add a gas relief valve, I guess, into there. And that does look pretty strange, but we're going to go with it for now. Alright, as for lights, let's go ahead and add 2 of these guys right here. I do believe that looks fine. I'm then going to go to the inside, and I actually want one of these on the inside for whenever we're diving. I want it to just spin around, an aggressive, angry light. Seems like a weird idea, but there you go. Aggressive, angry light in red. Okay, I've tried to add an altitude hold into this. I can't really remember how it works when you go underwater, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So, if we put an altitude into here of, I don't know, -1. Sure. We're currently at -1. Okay, never mind. -3, let's say. And then we press 1. And we push W. Let's see what it does. Okay, it's trying to go up. No, if I just press 3 then? Let's see what happens. Okay, maybe we need more? 55. Okay, 55 is sending it way under. 15. Okay, that's too far as well. 10? I don't know what's going on. 3. Alright, back to 3. This doesn't appear to be working the way that I thought it would. Okay, I changed the microcontroller. Let's try this one. So that says -1. Let's go ahead and try and go to -5. We definitely have enough room for that here. If I go ahead and throttle up, so it just goes in a straight line or whatever, and then I press 1. Okay, so that wants to go up. What if I just press 5? Does that still want to go up? It does. -15. Okay. Is that going to allow it to go down? -30. That seems wrong, though. -35? Go. Okay, so that's allowed us to start diving. Kind of. But it feels like we are way off in terms of... That's minus 35. Minus 55? Go. Alright, so minus 55 is gonna make us dive. But that still feels bizarre. Is it gonna level out once it's underneath the water, or is it gonna stay where it is? Let's see what happens. Okay, so we're currently at minus 8 and still diving. We're at minus 10. We're at minus 12, still diving. Minus 13, still diving. Minus 14, still diving. Okay, 15, still diving. Okay, interesting. But, wait. Minus 16, still diving. Wait, hang on. Is this working it out differently to how I think it's working it out? I think it is. I think it is. Also, I have no control of my rudder right now. But it seems to have stopped at, like, minus 18. Which is very strange. But I guess that's fine. As long as we know the difference, I suppose. Sure. Okay, let's quickly add a light inside of here, just so that we can actually see what's going on. We're going to connect that to spacebar. Sure, that'll work for now. Connect that to the electricity. Connect this to the electricity. I'm actually going to go ahead and connect these as well. And I will actually have that on spacebar too, so we can see outside. Yes. That seems like a fun idea anyway. Okay, now that we've done that, we can test it again. Okay, there's our lights. We've got those on. Very nice. We got our little light on in the front too. And I've set it to minus 40. Let's see what it does this time. I think it does want to dive, but it doesn't want to dive as much as you think. So let's actually change that to 45. And see if that impacts it at all. Yeah, we are diving now. Sort of. Okay, it is twisting and turning, but I can't control that because I forgot to fix it. Alright, it doesn't seem to be working the way that it did before. 55? It's not doing it, is it? It's actually flipping over. Oh no, that's not what we wanted. Oh, okay, right, because this fin on the bottom was actually controlled by pitch for some reason. That was why we were rolling over so badly. Okay, now that I've changed that then, let's see what happens. Alright, I've set it to minus 45 this time. Let's see what goes on here. So it is diving down. Oh, it's at least trying to. We're currently at minus 2. As soon as it fully sort of gets underneath the water, it should be a bit better. Although it seems to be struggling to dive now, and I don't know why. I have no idea why. Minus 66. Alright, go. So it wants to go under, but it's having issues, and I don't know what I changed, other than lights. Look, it's flipping now. Okay, one more thing that I want to do. I want to add a little bit of weight down here like this, and a little bit of weight right there as well. So we've added actually quite a lot of extra weight to the front, but also a lot of extra weight to the bottom, meaning that it should be a little bit more stable on the bottom side now. So set this to minus 45 again. Here we go. Push the throttle to full, press 1, press spacebar to turn the lights on, let's go. Alright, what is it gonna do this time? Seems like it is sinking better. The extra weight probably helps with that. Hopefully it does actually get under the water good enough. It has. And we'll see where it gets to on here. It doesn't seem like it wants to go too much further underwater too quickly. Oh, it is actually though. Also, our steering is inverted, but that's fine. We can sort that out. Okay, this is working quite nicely. We're sailing along. I love the way this works. This is cool. This is really cool. I like the way that it looks too. I'm actually really pleased with what we've got here. Okay. So this should get to... What are we at? Minus 8. But it's actually further than that already. So I don't know how that works. I don't know what's going on there. But it is somewhat stable, so I'm happy so far. Yeah. Alright, well, weirdly, that is actually where I'm going to end it today. We've done some testing. It now settles at like a nice altitude, which is pretty good. I say altitude, depth, I suppose, is what we need to say. We've added, obviously, a bunch of stuff to make it look nicer. And she's working. This is awesome. I will mention, even though it's the end of the video, the previous video you guys haven't actually seen at the time of recording this. So if you've left any comments, I haven't seen them, unfortunately. But hopefully I will by the time I record the next one. Anyway, for now, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you guys very much for watching. In the next one, I think I might add ballast tanks, so we can actually sink ourselves. And then in the one after that, probably a little generator engine, and then the weapons after that. Anyway, for now, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.